everybody, it's Aaran back from Screenstars, and I'm here once again to do another review for Geek Legion of Doom. And today I'm here to review the 2019 horror thriller Door in the Woods, a film that is written and directed by Billy Chase Goforth, and it stars Jennifer Pierce Mathus, David Reese Snell and CJ Jones, and it focuses on a married couple who move across America in order to get their young son Kane into a special school. Now they've had to make some financial sacrifices in order to get their son into this school, and their son has some mild disability, even though it doesn't specify what, and they really want to get their son into this school. The mother, Evelyn, is an avid furniture restorer, I suppose you could call her. She does it as like a hobby and like a small business. She finds old pieces of furniture and makes wonderful things out of them, that kind of stuff. And one day while they're out walking in the woods, they notice a door, strangely just plonked in the middle of the woods with chains all over it. Now you and I would probably leave that door alone. However, what would a furniture restorer see in this door? Well, she sees potential, and she takes this door home, spruces it up, polishes it, varnishes it, paints it, and puts it in their house as like a door to a cupboard in the house. However, soon after, strange things start happening. They are warned by the local psychic, played by CJ Jones, to get rid of this door, and then she starts doing some investigating and finds that the town they're living in has dozens of missing children stories, and there seems to be a connection to this door. So she is very, very keen to get this door out of the house. However, as you can imagine, this door doesn't want to go, and they struggle with that. That's all I really want to say on this story, because I don't want to give you any spoilers. Now, what did I think of Door in the Woods? Well, I have to say I was suitably impressed with this film. I thought it was really atmospheric for the most part, and it's on IMDb. It's kind of described as a thriller, but it is definitely a horror. But there are a lot of thriller elements into it too. It's not a very scary horror, but it's pretty creepy and atmospheric, and effective, I would say. There are some. It's got a really good way of building, of making you feel uneasy while you're watching it, without giving you unnecessary jump scares, which was nice actually. A lot of low budget horror films, like to litter their films with cheap jump scares, and this doesn't do it. It actually stays true to the writing, if you like, and it's a nicely written film and a nicely directed film, in that what it presents to you is exactly what it is, but it's done pretty effectively. There is an interesting story here that is well laid out with very, very good performances. You believe this family, this husband and wife and their son, and the problems that they've got with their son, who keeps becoming violent at school, and they've got all these issues and all these family dynamics that they have to deal with, on top of then this new problem that they are presented with this door that may be a portal to the other side. And the last half an hour of this film is really, really gripping. There's like the psychic gets involved as there's a child goes missing. As a psychic gets involved, who's played by CJ Jones, and there's like this seance that takes place back out in the woods where the door was originally found, and it's initially I thought this is going to be really daft and cliched, and in actual fact it was very, very gripping, with this psychic trying to communicate to the other side, and this husband and wife sat watching, and you were really, really on board at this point. And it went on, you could argue it went on too long, this like seance or communication with the other side, but I found it really, really engaging and effective, especially when communications were established, if you like. And then I really, really liked the ending. really like the ending in regards to the price that this family has to pay to get what they want, and it's kind of a bitter pill to swallow, but it begs the question, what would you have done in that situation, especially if you were a parent? I really like the ending, one of the most effective endings I've seen in quite a while, and it just really hit home with me. So I mean, I've been looking at reviews for this on IMDb, and I think its average review is like it's up at 3.4 out of 10. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. This is a very watchable film. Yes, it's reasonably low budget, but the production values are all here. It looks a little bit washed in regards to the picture and stuff. Overly saturated. I'm not sure the best way to describe it, but great performances, and a really interesting idea that sticks to its guns, doesn't give you cheap unnecessary scares, and the performances draw you in to their dynamics and their situation. Very simply written, but very effectively done as well. It's not for everybody. It might be too slow paced for some people, and don't be expecting a scare a minute, because it's not that kind of horror. It's a little bit different in its approach. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I really quite enjoyed this film. It could have been, I think they could have dialed up the scares a little bit, in a sense of dialed up the horror a little bit. They had opportunities, I think, in the film to make it a little scarier, and they don't choose to do it, if you like. It's like they dial it back, and that might have been a conscious effort because they didn't want to be lumped in with like one of these cheap horrors maybe. But I think it would actually have improved the film if they'd have given us a couple more effective scary moments in the film. So I think it's one to look out for. I don't think you'll be overly disappointed by watching this film. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you very much for watching, and of course we'll see you for more reviews on Geek Legion of Doom.